Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's on. Where should I dive in? Where y'all want me to dive in? Y'all want me to start off talking about the youngsters? Or y'all want me to talk about the grown ladies? What y'all want me to talk about? This your boy Messiah Boss. You Hook Now the podcast. You Hook Now the podcast. You can catch me on Twitter at MessiahX5. You can catch me on both of my YouTube pages, which are in the link on my profiles. And you can catch me on my Anchor, a podcasting app platform, where you can catch all the podcasts that I ever do on that app. Man, it's finna get real graphic tonight. It's finna get real graphic. You wanna know why? We talking about that WAP. Not rap, that WAP. Y'all know what that WAP is. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, with a little side of Kylie Jenner and all the other beautiful women that was in the video, that WAP. They all got that WAP. That WAP is the topic of the week. That WAP. That wet ass pussy. That goddamn WAP. Oh man. They been crying all week. They gotta change this. These women gotta stop. They pushing the thought culture. There bad influences everywhere. They pushing the thought culture. The whole song just talking about pussy. Oh, it's such a disgrace. It's gonna influence my daughters. It's gonna influence my kids. I got daughters. I got daughters that gonna listen to this. These women need to be held accountable. Women left and right crying. This is not it. This ain't it. We are not women like this. We are more esteemed than this. I can't believe that girl said she don't cook, she don't clean, and she got the ring. I can't believe she just threw that in my face like that. I can't believe that girl Cardi just threw that in my face like that. Oh, Jesus, no. That WAP. But I swear every woman on the map say she got that WAP, though. Even if they don't like the song, they got that WAP. Name one woman that say she ain't got that WAP. But it's a lot of y'all fake hating that song, though. You see, that's how I know. A lot of you women out there, I know y'all fake hating that song. Because if any dude asks you if your pussy trash, you ain't gonna say no. You gonna say it's wet. You gonna say it's fat. You gonna say it's deep. You gonna say it got the clutch muscle in there. So I know all y'all women who fake hating on that song, it's just fake hate. Because you feel like your pussy top tier. See, it's easy. You can see all the women who fake hating. All the women who was fake conscious against what was going on with that song. Now, I get it as a man. I get it. We all should try our hardest to change the narrative, to want to be better to society, to want to be better people, to want to be better examples. I get it. But guess what? Every woman don't want to be Mother Teresa. Every woman don't want to be Jesus' Mother Mary. Every woman don't want to be Michelle Obama. Every woman don't want to be Viola Davis. Every woman don't want to be Angela Davis, Maya Angelou. Every woman don't want to be that caliber woman. Some of these girls want to be half naked. They comfortable with their body. They feel liberated. All through the ages, there have been liberated women. See, but with these women, see, back in the 70s and 80s when they was talking about being a cleanup woman, oh no. They was hooping and hollering then. Oh, I can't be no cleanup woman. Oh no, that's not me. That's just trifling. That's no good. Cleanup woman. Oh, see, they was crying then. See, they was crying then. Fully dressed, fully clothed woman, cleanup woman. They was crying then. They was crying. Oh, when Barbie missed, when Barbie called Shirley, oh, they was crying then. See, when them old schools are telling you to fight for your man even though he did you wrong, we can't do that. They was crying then. They was crying then. See, now these folks today telling you to pop their pussy, put it all in their face, break these niggas off. What? Y'all got a problem with that too? So y'all had a problem with being a traditional woman. Y'all had a problem being a traditional woman. Y'all was tired of being in the house, women. Y'all was tired. Y'all was tired just only being a mother, only being a cook, only being someone who cleaned or made. Y'all was tired of being that. Oh, now y'all tired out here hustling these niggas, breaking these niggas and popping them. Y'all tired of that too? So do y'all want to go back to the kitchen? Do y'all want to go back to the kitchen? Do y'all want to go back to the cleaning? Y'all want to go back to raising kids? This only to the women now. I ain't even got on the guys yet. Do y'all want to go back to being house mothers? Is there a problem? See, they was crying. See, all through the stages of life, all through the transitions of women's stages, y'all cried. It was always a problem with something. It was a problem with the woman who wanted to always do for her man. Oh, it was a problem then. It was a problem with the cleanup woman. Oop, there was a problem then. It was a problem with the woman man. It was a problem then. It was a problem with the woman always being in the house, cooking and cleaning, taking care of the kids. It was a problem then. Now these women liberating you. They're telling you to get all the freedom you can. Get naked. Show yourself. Feel comfortable in yourself. And, oh, it's a problem then. It's still a problem. So women, do y'all really know what y'all want? Look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really know what I want? Do I really know what I want? Fellas, this finna get real graphic on you boys. Y'all ain't gonna like it. Some people might hate me for this. Fellas, I hear a lot of fellas. Man, these women are gonna mess up the culture. They're gonna influence the culture so bad, man. They're gonna influence these little girls to come up to be thought women. I get it, fellas. I get it. They should be accountable. They should be accountable for what they do. Yes, they will have to stand account for what they produce. But a lot of you fellas got a problem. See, a lot of you fellas got a problem right now because, you know, you want to hang up your jersey. You understand? But you know what comes with hanging up with your jersey? See, the problem that comes with hanging up your jersey is we see it all day as men. Men get married to reformed thoughts. You find out that your girl that made you believe she was A1 wasn't so A1 where she was from. Every time you in public, it's a nigga testing your love. Say, babe, what, you can't speak? You don't know a nigga no more? You done went and got all booed up. You don't know a nigga no more. It's like that? This how we doing it? Baby, how you know him? Oh, he just a friend. He an old friend from, I went to school with him. It's hurting your heart now. See, because when you went and found that girl who made you believe that she was this esteemed woman, She came with a past you ain't like. And you know why a lot of you niggas mad? A lot of you niggas out there hollering, man, this stuff is gonna poison my daughter's mind. This stuff gonna poison my daughter. My daughter ain't gotta grow up and listen to this. They ain't finna influence my daughter. You wanna know why? I got 4 daughters myself, nigga. 4. And I can't get mad at the game, but you know what? I'm gonna do all I can to gain my daughters up. But you know what the truth is about life? See, when I was young, I was a young wolf in them streets on them females. I was a young dog. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Now you remembering. Now you remembering your days of being a young dog on these females. And everybody saying, she ain't got no father figure. Let me tell you something. I've been ran out of more houses with women who had good fathers than women who had no fathers. It don't matter if she got a father or not. Let's get real graphic. You know why a lot of people hate their kids becoming sexual? Y'all want to know why? Y'all want to get real? You want to know why? A lot of people hate the fact that their kids become sexual. Think about when you were sexual. Come on, young man. Think about when you were sexual. Think about when you first started getting pussy. Think about it. You felt that motherfucker and you was like, damn. This what I've been missing. This what my homeboys been telling me about. This what I've been missing. This feeling. It had you wide open. You wouldn't hear your mama. You wouldn't even try to hear your daddy if your daddy was around. You wasn't trying to hear your grandmother. All you was trying to do was sneak in some gal house. All you was trying to do was to get some gal around the apartment. All you was trying to do is get some gal to come to your house while your mama was at work. Uh-huh. Now you got your daughter. Yeah, nigga. Let's be real. It's a young wolf out there in training right now. It's a few young wolves out there in training right now, and that's what you don't like about the game. That your daughter gotta go up and deal with young wolves who is just like her daddy. But y'all wanna blame it on the WAP video. These girls, these ladies gonna push these young girls to the thought life. Nah, my nigga. Game your daughters up. Game your daughters up every day of their life. And then after you game them up, make sure you walking right and not ruining your witnesses. See, because a lot of y'all want to talk the talk, but y'all don't want to walk the walk. See, a lot of y'all want to get on these cameras and get online and get on social media and talk about how much these female rappers are poisoning your daughters, but you still out there having sex with a woman that you don't want to get married to and thinking your daughters don't know what's going on. You hollering about WAP on videos and women hollering about women talking about a rap video, talking about their pussy, but guess what? Every time some WAP open up, you right there though. You ain't turning it down. You ain't changing the narrative of how a man's supposed to move and how he's supposed to guide and direct a woman into a situation to lead her into want to be with a married man, to be with me, be one, be as a unit. Nah. See, you want to talk that WAP talk. But every time some WAP come and presents itself to you, you snatching it, you taking it. You still knocking it down. No. My child don't need to do what I do. They just need to do what I say. Now, see, y'all want to talk that talk, but y'all don't want to walk that walk. Yeah, see, it's getting real with y'all now. It's getting real. See, everybody want to talk the talk, but they don't want to walk the walk. Y'all want to preach, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to live like you say you talking and show these kids by example. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to show your daughter, it's cool for daddy to have girlfriends, but I ain't ready to get married yet. Well, what you doing, daddy? She know what you doing. She know you over there getting that WAP. See, but you don't want to live it. You just want to talk it, though. All these niggas hollering about these women in that video are poisoning these young girls. You don't even want to live right as a man. See, it's two sides to a coin, brother. You want to crucify these women, but you ain't out there stop fucking around on these gals, though. You ain't out there stop building your roster, though. You still want to fuck with the hoes, though. So you can't come down on these women when you just as bad. Because guess what? If you gonna live like it, whenever some WAP offers itself to you, you turn it down and say, I ain't a married man. I plan on dating somebody. And then I plan on building with somebody. And I plan on getting married to the next woman I be with like that. Nah, y'all niggas ain't doing that, though. But y'all want to talk about how much these women poisoning the culture and poisoning the youth. But you don't want to live right as a man, though. Oh. I'm checking your pockets now. I'm making you feel violated now. Let's be real. Let's be real. See, males, y'all had a problem with the traditional woman. The traditional woman who just wanted to be a housewife. See, the traditional woman used to tell her husband all the time, man, this being a house mother is hard. Dealing with these kids is hard. Making all this lunch every day is hard. Making all this dinner is hard. Helping with all the homework is hard. Making sure all the clothes are clean and pressed is hard. It's hard. This is a full-time job. And you as a man would come home. You ain't out here getting it like me. I'm out here sweating. I'm out here messing with this oil. I'm out here picking up all this weight. You ain't doing what I'm doing out here. So y'all to respect that traditionalism. Y'all ain't respect it. So guess what the women did? The women start putting on suits. They start putting on slack suits and dress suits and start going to these corporate offices and getting these jobs. They start getting out the house and start putting kids in daycare and start making that money. And you know what happened when these women came out these houses? Yeah, a lot of them got propositioned more money than the man because guess what? Yeah, they was smart. Yeah, they was patient. Yeah, they understood the work. But shit, they had titties, ass, and pussy. And y'all knew it. But what y'all wanted to do? Y'all wanted to get them women out of them suits, out of them skirt suits and them dress suits and them slack suits. We don't like that. We don't like that. So obviously y'all didn't like the traditional woman. Y'all didn't like the woman who went out into the corporate world and tried to work. Now the woman out here talking about WAP, selling that pussy, breaking niggas off. What? Y'all don't like that either? Y'all don't like that either now? Y'all got a problem with that now? So every phase, y'all got a problem with it. What you want, fellas? What do y'all want? Man, they poisoning my daughter. My daughter gotta listen to this. Nigga, you feel bad. Why? Because you remember your wolf days. And all you can do is pray that your daughter don't run across a young wolf like her daddy used to be. Because all we know, I want a man like my daddy. And you looking at your daughter lying to your daughter every day. Now, deep in your heart, now, baby girl, you don't want no man like your daddy. You can't even bring yourself to tell her you don't even want a man like your daddy. Daddy can't tell her he was a young wolf. Running through gals left and right, hurting feelings, left and right, breaking hearts left and right. Uh-huh. It ain't got nothing to do about poisoning your daughter. Like I said, I ran through just as many women who had fathers in the house than women who didn't have fathers in the house. Women are women. And you want to know what? Y'all want to know the truth? Y'all want to get gritty with it? Y'all want to get nasty with it? Let's get nasty with it. You know how it was, young man. You know how it was when you were putting that dick up in her guts? All her morals went out the window. Let's be real. She will follow you to the moon and back. She'll follow you through a shootout. Because you are knocking her spine loose. Y'all know it. If you didn't ever put some good dick on a woman, you know that motherfucker just go blind to all kind of shit. Let's be real. You don't want your daughter to experience them wolf days from a youngster coming up. That's why it's hurting your feelings for. That's why you got a problem with it and you blaming it on these women instead of just gaming your daughters up. Huh? Instead of just gaming your daughters up and then living right like a man, walking right like a man, showing your daughter nothing but good examples of a husband, soon to be, her father trying to be a good man and marry a woman and stop playing with women. You ain't ready to give that part of your life up, though. So we blame it on the WAP video. I'm going to end with this. Y'all got to understand, I ain't even get too deep in this. I ain't even write nothing down. I ain't write no outline for this or nothing. This is just all off the head. This is just all raw facts. You understand me? I will say this, though. It is true. It is true. Everything is an influence. You don't produce content hoping that nobody watches. You don't produce content hoping that nobody pays attention to your content. You don't produce content hoping that nobody tunes into your content. You produce content so people can watch content. And when people watch things, they get influenced by things. They admire things. They like things. So yes, these women who did make this video, and not even just them, just people in general who make these influential movies and music and all that, you didn't ask to be a role model. No, you didn't. But indirectly, with the things you produce, you do teach kids things that they probably should know, that they probably shouldn't get involved in. Yet even though you can hide behind the, oh, well, you know, I put it out on a platform and the platform is only supposed to be 18 and up. But y'all know how this game go. Y'all know how people is about these numbers. People don't give a damn. These people who are pushing your products don't give a damn about who watching it, who looking at it, who getting influenced by it, long as they getting the numbers, because the numbers mean they making money. Everybody always know this. So yes, you artists do, and you artists will be held accountable. See, a lot of people's problem is they want judgment to come by their hand of other people. A lot of people's problem is they want judgment to come by their hand for other people. And just because they don't see judgment happening so their eyes can be entertaining by it, they have a problem with it. This is why you have the outrage that you have now. Let me tell you something, folks. Everybody will stand and be judged for the things that they put into this world that are influence agents. You will be judged. Y'all don't want to hear it? Cool. You don't gotta like it? Cool. But you will be judged. Why? Because it's two ways people learn things on this earth. They directly learn things or they indirectly learn things. But there's two ways that you can learn. You don't always learn by somebody sitting down and teaching you something. You don't always learn by sitting down and being taught a lesson. Sometimes you learn by just looking at the street and seeing how somebody got away. Sometimes you learn by just looking around the corner and seeing how the transaction was done. Sometimes you learn by walking in on mistake. We learn directly and indirectly. That's why everything is influenced on this earth, because we learn directly and indirectly. So till then, I know the current climate that we're living in. These ladies didn't make a song that's new. There's nothing new under the sun, man. Come on, let's be honest. With all the female artists doing what they do, majority of them are highly sexual. Yes, they're over-sexualized. I get it. But come on, people. Look at all the drugs on records that we done sold. Look at all the murders on record, we done sold. Look at all the sexual assaults on records that were sold. Look at all the drug abuse on records that was sold. All these records have a bunch of negative influence on these records, whether they're made by men or whether they're made by women. They have a bunch of negative influence on them. Yes, the artist might not like what I'm about to say, but you will stand judgment for the content you produce. You know why they say it takes a village to raise a kid? Y'all know why I say they take a village to raise a kid? Because so many people in this world live day to day and survive off of support systems, right? So when mama and daddy have to go to work and make money to take care of the family and take care of the expenses, when they have kids, the kids must what? They must go somewhere to where they will get the adequate support from that the parents believe that they're going to get. So guess what? Whether the support system is actually going to a school while the parents work from 9 to 5, if the actual support system is if your kid's young and you send them to daycares, if the actual support system is send them to grandmother's house, send them to aunts and uncle's house, send them to a godparent's house, sending them to a best friend's house, or even sending them to an older sibling's house, majority of the people on this planet survive off of support systems. You know the thing about support systems? Is that all these support systems come with rules and sometimes it just come with personal ideologies of they don't want you to tell them how to run their support system. So for example, if the only support system you got is your parents, right? And your parents love listening to old rhythm and blues. And they like listening to rhythm and blues that has a lot of sex involved in it. And they're the only one who can keep your kid, which is their grandkid. Now, many situations go like this. Very seldomly, you'll find that type of situation where a grandparent will say, you know what, we'll keep everything, we'll cut everything out until you come back and get it, and then we do our thing. I don't know about y'all, I'm from the hood. And you know what most grandparents gonna say? When you say, hey mama, I know you watching my kid, I thank you, I appreciate you, but please don't smoke around my child. Please don't drink around my child. Please don't be playing all that music with all that rap, with all that sex and that cursing in there. You know what they're gonna tell you? You can't tell me how to run my house. So you might want to think about somewhere else to take your kid. So guess what? Your support system gets stripped if you don't abide by their rules, or if they don't want to change, if they don't want to be on their best behavior to raise your kid. That's why it says it takes a village to raise a child, because every time you send your kid to a support system, the support system has to be on their best behavior when raising your child, which means they will have to forfeit doing a lot of things that they really want to do for the best interest of the child. Many support systems are not doing that. So just like it takes a village to raise a child, a village also destroys one too. You send your kid to school. Yeah. You hope everybody's on their best behavior. Now, we know all the plethora of things that your kids can learn at school that you really don't want them to learn. Everybody's not going to be on their best behavior. But that's the support system to your school until you get off work for your kid. So guess what you have to do? You have to get your kid at home, do a detox of what they've learned. Hopefully they be honest with you. And then turn back around and do a preventative, have a preventative conversation with your kids about things that you would not like them to do and like to be involved in. And all you can do is hope for your kids to tell you the truth. All you can do is hope for them to tell you the truth. So when they tell you the truth, guess what? You can have a conversation with them. And you can try to detox your kids from the bad that they done learned at all these different support systems. So what happens is they go to their grandparents' house. And they pick up bad habits from their grandparents that you really wish your grandparents didn't teach your kid. So you got to detox your kid from that. You may send them to their aunts and uncles' house. Well, their aunts and uncles might run their house a little bit different. They come back, guess what? You got to detox them from your aunts and uncles. Then you send them maybe to their older siblings' house. They're grown now, even though they're your kids. They grown. And they run their house a certain way. Now you got to detox your kid from that environment. You send your kid to school. Now you got to detox your kid from that environment. You send your kids to daycare. Now you got to detox your kid from an environment. So guess what? All the support systems that your kid is involved in on a daily basis, you got to detox your kid from all these environments that they go to, hoping that you did a good enough job, that they don't take these things with them, and hoping that they remember that you as a parent set a standard for them to live by. And then on top of that, while your own kids are under your own roof, guess who has to be strict on themselves more than anybody? You as a parent. Because you can't sit here and say, I don't want my kid doing this, and I don't want my kid doing that, but you still doing this, and you still doing that, and you still watching this, and you still watching that, and you still listening to this, and you still listening to that, but you're trying to tell your kid, don't do this, don't do that, but you doing this, and you doing that. You your kid's biggest enemy. So you're constantly trying to detox your children from all these different environments. That's a hard job. Plus, go to work 8 to 10 hours a day. Plus, try to further yourself if you want to do further in education and all that. Look at all this stuff you got to go against. And imagine if you got multiple kids. This is a hard job. And this is a job that don't pay. Raising your kids is a job that don't pay. So, before you want to blame the music industry on destroying your kids, make sure you see how the family members of your family are destroying your kids. Make sure you check on how the school system is destroying your kids. Make sure, sorry about that, make sure all the environments that your kids go into, you see, are you detoxing your kids from those environments? Because if you keep your kids busy, they might not have a lot of time to be involved in the entertainment world. But guess what? There's other environments they're gonna go to that you have to do what? Stay up on your game and detox your kids, man. This is a job that don't stop. This is a job that don't quit, and this is a job that don't pay. So, until then, man, yeah, the WAP video was cool. I'm a male. I like it. I like it. You know, the graphics was good. The visuals was good. You know, hey, but if you want to say it's poisoning your kids, yeah, it plays a part, but I don't think it's the most major part that you need to worry about. You need to check yourself to see, are you the biggest poisoner of your own kid? Or you the biggest kryptonite to your own child? You got to check yourself. So, it's your boy Messiah Boss, and I'm checking out. Holla at you guys.